Correspondent is in Puerto Rico. Lindsay, good morning. What's the latest?
Good morning, McGraw. It seems that Puerto Rico has fared a bit better than was expected. The governor has just been giving a press conference, and he says people's actions ahead of the storm saved lives. We had the eye of Hurricane Irma pass north of San Juan by 50 miles. It was expected to be much closer, about 32 miles. So that meant that the winds weren't quite as strong, but they were still very powerful. Sustained winds of 55 miles per hour here for hours on end, with gusts up to 70 miles per hour. We saw debris flying through the air, trees downed everywhere. There are widespread power outages. Nearly 1 million people across Puerto Rico without power. That's about 70% of energy clients. 17% of the country does not have water right now. So the governor says they're getting together the response. The response was in position ahead of this thing, and they're feeling pretty good by all accounts, but they are warning that there's more rain coming and that flooding is still a concern, and he pointed to Harvey on that front.
You're saying that they're spared because the eye was 50 miles away and all that damage you just told us, that's on the good side of the damage, right? That's well, better than what could have been? Yeah.
Well, when you consider the total destruction that we've seen in other parts of the Caribbean, Puerto Rico looks like it certainly got off lightly. But, of course, there's still a lot of damage here. But we've seen near total destruction, as I'm sure you've heard, in St. Martin and in Barbuda. 95% of those islands, the structures damaged or destroyed. There's at least 10 people dead this morning and dozens more injured there.
When they call for an evacuation of Puerto Rico, it's an island. Where do people go?
That's a good question. So they evacuate some of the outer-lying tourist islands. They come to the main island, and then people in low-lying and vulnerable areas gathered in shelters. 6,200 people were in shelters throughout this storm. Many tourists also trapped here at our hotel. We rode out the storm with people who got stranded, who couldn't get flights back. The hotel gathered everybody in a ballroom. They wanted people away from windows. They locked the place down. You could not get outside, and you wouldn't have wanted to be outside. It was very dangerous indeed.
That is Lindsay Janis, ABC News correspondent on the island of Puerto Rico. Lindsay, great job. Be safe. Thanks for checking in.
Thanks.